Monday, 28th of November 2011, millions of Congolese went to the polls in order to elect their presidents and deputies. The day was not without any incidents. Many offices did not open on time, and when they eventually did, many voters were not at the end of their distress. Many citizens could not find their names on the lists of their allocated polling stations, and they were sent to other places, sometimes miles away. Some were greeted with tropical rain, and that's the case of the incumbent president who went to vote at the Institut de la Gombe. He was all smiles, attracted a crowd, and also national and international media, but in his usual style, did not address them. A bit of sunshine later in the afternoon for Etienne Tshisekedi and Vital Kamerhe. The number one leader of the opposition, Etienne Tshisekedi, wanted to vote at Congo, but he was stopped on his way and was redirected to Limete, where his residence is. And he wasn't best pleased with that. And in his usual style, he had a crowd and didn't like any words for the press with some kind of humor. As for Vital Kamerhe, he had a crowd as well. Could match Tshisekedi's sense of humor. However, he was the first to experience technical difficulties with a 40-page long booklet. He was also first to blow the whistle with regard to irregularities in this ballot.
Moi j'ai voté sans problème, mais comme nous avons mis des centres de surveillance à travers tout le pays, et notre centre de surveillance central ici, nous avons relevé beaucoup d'irrégularités. Et nous les avons documentées, et une lettre est en train d'être rédigée pour adresser à la MONUSCO et aux observateurs et à la CENI. C'est inacceptable. Les bulletins de vote sont arrivés à Bukavu à 11h. Et à 13h, il n'y en avait plus. Les gens sont devant le bureau de vote sans bulletin de vote. L'intention manifeste est connue. On sait que là-bas, le candidat numéro 3 n'aura aucune voix. Donc, on empêche les électeurs d'accomplir leur devoir civique.
The atmosphere was really tense.
When we started counting, the head of the polling station took the ballot papers and started tearing them apart. And we tried to grab the ballot papers from him. And that's when the police started shooting in the air. And people are running for cover. 2 people that I know were injured and now are in the hospital.
And voting citizens were decided to stamp out fraud themselves. And they put into action a zero tolerance preached by the government. Citizens were caught and beaten up, and officials who were suspected of trying to stuff ballots with pre-voted ballots.
It was all organized through the head of the polling station here.
balobi awa biso to mona clair te alors bakenya libana ba kotina kata mutu ka moko kuna libana ezali afumbi batie kuna kati bazongi susu eko jo habiter de vote eza ka vierge wetikalaki bazon ba jesu nini corrompi yango kabila baende tial bayi ko tikango ebe ko tika so ba kanga suko ngai ba bwa kinga na se ali ko betanga suko ba suko kuna yango suko
However, senior presidents remain unmoved by those accusations, and following the hacking of their websites, he was forced to announce partial results earlier than the scheduled date of the 6th December. He has revealed that after compiling around 15% of the votes, the trends were as follows.
Kabange Joseph, 211 517 voix. Kamere Lwakanyingini Vital, 5462. Tshisekedi Wamulumba Etienne, 107 611. Kabange Joseph, 47 087. Kamere Lwakanyingini Vital, 1221. Tshisekedi Wamulumba Etienne, 251 585. Kabila Kabange Joseph, 19 636. Kamere Lwakanyingini Vital, 19 472. Tshisekedi Wamulumba Etienne, 27 747.
According to this result, Joseph Kabila leads with 46%, while Etienne Tshisekedi is second with 36%, and Vital Kamerhe third with 7%.
Nous ne mettrons jamais nos résultats sur le site. Les résultats seront annoncés verbalement par nous. Annoncés. Donc ceux qui veulent avoir les résultats, ils viennent et ils ont l'annonce des résultats. Donc ceux qui se mettent sur le site, ceux qui ont d'abord piraté notre site, nous avons demandé à celui qui nous loge de pouvoir faire des enquêtes afin que nous puissions faire des poursuites. C'est un piratage, c'est condamnable et c'est criminel.
Par rapport aux résultats programmés hier par M. Ngoyi Mulunda, nous regrettons parce qu'apparemment les résultats ne sont pas rassurants. Moi personnellement, je parle de ce qui concerne Kinshasa. Il nous a parlé avant les élections, chaque bureau aura 350 électeurs. Malheureusement, hier, on nous parle qu'on a compilé 2 centres avec 327 électeurs, ce qui est impossible. Selon les bureaux, on devait avoir 700 électeurs par rapport aux résultats d'ailleurs. On n'a pas confiance à ça. Si c'est possible, comme il a compilé 2 centres de Kinshasa, qui nous montrent les centres, on est prêt d'aller chercher, voir le nombre d'électeurs, et puis on aura des précisions. Il nous donne les bureaux. On est à Kin, on sait voir où se trouvent les bureaux.
Azaki précité, il fallait qu'après ce résultat par circonscription électorale. Poto landela yango moko parce que tous na ba PV congolais azaki vigilant na kolandela élection jusqu'à la fin.
Et puis ba yebi bien toza na ba résultat nyonso ya chaque bureau ya Kinshasa. Ya pesi 2 bureaux wana apesi yango ya commune nini, ya côté nini, ya district nini. Bon alingi biso nyonso tu to banda ko telema na ba état o na ba zemi. To telemi poto loba. Balingi biso to kufa lisuba tindela biso Kabila lokola président to boyi yango ezanyo sont les tricheries ba on ba lobi que nini peuple voter bazo boya peuple bazo linga ya bango moko sikoyo il fallait pas tout voter ba lobi ezali transparent. Est-ce que êtes-vous sûr même atayo moko na tuno est-ce que biloko ezoleka eza transparent
ayeba que aza le seul expert en matière électorale T. Congolais nyonso pona élection oyo aza expert en matière électorale. Donc Congolais nyonso aza na ba données ya ba bureau dambola na bic na papier. Ngai ndenge naza boye naza na compilation mobimba ya debono. Oyo eza compilation ezopesa président Etienne 71% et pesi Kabila président sortant 22%. Alors toko comprendre te ndenge nini Ngoyi Mulunda akotika ba bureau de vote ezana Kinshasa esika ye avandi a publié a pona 2 bureaux esika oyo mutuana azana bavoa ebele akende kozwa oyo eza musika na Nord Kivu po alakisa ke kuna président sortant ndazwi bavoa ebele akeba azosakana na moto akolela na monoko ya mboka na bango.
and these warnings are a reminder of what has happened on the weekend. These are events that has happened on the 26th of November, when all three main candidates were supposed to deliver their last meeting in the capital. However, there was a ban preventing them from doing so, and opposition supporters were dispersed by militaries firing on them, causing many casualties and death.
A confrontation at the airport in Congo's capital, Kinshasa. Etienne Tshisekedi, the key opposition presidential candidate in Monday's poll, is stopped from leaving the airport to hold his final campaign rally by hundreds of armed police. He accuses the incumbent President Kabila of being behind the blockade.
I am Kabila's prisoner. The international community should come and see how I am victim of another presidential candidate. He's trying to stop me from winning.
Earlier, thousands of opposition supporters had gathered at the airport to welcome him.
And he was held up until midnight. In the face of a potential violent outbreak, many citizens of Kinshasa have chosen to cross the 4 miles that separate them from Brazzaville. However, they will for sure keep an eye and their hearts on the other bank of the Congo River. Likewise, Congolese living several thousand miles away have shown in their own way that they still have an interest in the political life of their motherland.